Run through the tape. In life, never give up. Run through the tape.
A whale of a series we got going on here, and for the third time in 4 years, the Clippers are going to have to play a Game 7 in the first round. They beat Memphis, beat Golden State last year, and now they've got San Antonio at Staples Center on Saturday night. Inside the NBA comes your way next. Highlights of both games tonight. One was really good. It's straight ahead on TNT. For the San Antonio Spurs, a chance to close out the Clippers on their home floor. Doesn't happen. Here's Pop.
Maybe with Kawhi tonight and the struggles that he experienced shooting the ball.
Well, he had a tough night at both ends of the floor. You know, he just didn't play well. You know, I don't know what to tell you. That's what happened, though. It's not, you know, we didn't lose because of Kawhi Leonard. We lost because, you know, the Clippers were determined, physical, focused. Played harder than we did. We were soft with loose balls. We were soft. We'd get a rebound. They'd knock it out of our hands. Hard time getting open. I thought their physicality in that regard was great. And we were just soft, and it hurt. I don't know how we stayed in the game, to be honest with you. It was very disappointing to see the group approach it. Again, there's a guy here and there that got after it, but at the offensive end, we have to move the ball and play to win. It's not the way we play. We can't hold the basketball, and when somebody is physical and you hold the ball, the whole thing is exacerbated, and you can't get anything done. So our execution at the offensive end was really poor. No excuse for it, just poor. We should be embarrassed at the way we came out for a closeout game in every regard.
And we welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Kia, live from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. So we've got the 120th Game 7 in NBA playoff history coming up on Saturday. And it'll be at Staples Center in Los Angeles. The Spurs and the Clippers. We hit the air at 7:30, half-hour pregame show, and they'll tip it off a little after 8 o'clock right here on TNT. Just a couple of nuggets to tell you about in terms of Game 7s. Greg Popovich, 3-2 all-time, 1-1 on the road. The Clippers, 2-2 all-time, 1-0 at home. They beat Golden State last year in that.
Clippers or Doc Rivers?
Clippers, 2-2 all-time.
Okay, but that doesn't count then.
Why?
Because you said it's not Doc Rivers, it's the Clippers itself.
Yeah, but still, just letting you know.
Right, could have been like that 1982 Clippers, like that.
Well, they've played 4 all time. Let's get to the highlights of this one. And there's DeAndre Jordan early on, and Greg Popovich not happy with that start by his bunch at home.
Yeah, his bunch had way too many turnovers. Wasn't really concentrating. Clippers were all over him.
Yeah, a little dipsy-do from Tony Parker here, and it goes. And early on, lead changing hands, but they got a good start out of J.J. Redick.
J.J. Redick played fantastic tonight. I thought the key to the game was him and DeAndre Jordan leading them guys in the first half, keep them in the game when Blake and Chris were not playing well.
Talk about hot. Marco Bellinelli hit 4 threes in the second quarter. Didn't he, Kenny?
Yeah, the one thing that San Antonio didn't do, they couldn't pull away. And, you know, every time that you thought they would pull away, they go up 8 or 7. You thought they had opportunity, and all of a sudden the Clippers just said, no, we're going to keep it close. And then they pulled away down the stretch.
Yeah.
You know, tough shots, pick-and-roll shots by Chris Paul really was the difference.
Yeah, they swapped 9-0 runs in the second quarter, and now in the second half, after a 51-51 tie at halftime, Blake Griffin, 10 points in the third quarter.
You know, I think Blake was really, really focused tonight. He took his time. You know, he was making that jumper. Me and Chuck don't really like him to shoot that jumper, especially when he has little guys on him, but it was falling for him tonight.
Bellinelli cuts the lead to 5. Chris Paul's first field goal didn't come till late in the third quarter at the 4:42 mark.
He made up for it from that point on.
Yeah, that got him going. Thiago splitter. Back to Patty Mills for three. Game tied at 70. Great stuff in San Antonio in what could be a closeout game. Big baby inside from Chris Paul.
Great probe, great pass. Unbelievable play by Chris Paul today.
76-72 going to the fourth quarter. And here's Splitter stopped by Davis, but Big Baby turns the ankle.
Way to get back after you sprain your ankle, Ernie.
Well, it's going to be difficult to, not difficult, it's going to be interesting to see who Doc Rivers plays now that
You got to play Spencer Hall. He played him a little bit tonight. I thought he
played
gave
him 11 seconds or something.
Chris Paul again. You talked about him finding his stroke. And this three. 7-point lead, 85-78 with 7 minutes to go. Greg Popovich, where do you go? Watch Tim Duncan. Collects and scores.
Looks like and one to me.
89-86. J.J. Redick. This was his only three of the game right there.
Yeah, but those early jumpers got him going, Ernie. He shot that one right in.
This was the play of the game because he was feeling the Hacker Jordan kind of mode, but Chris Paul smart enough to push the basketball up, suck the defense in, and get an easy one.
It was 94-88. Look at the claw with the offensive rebound. Back to Bellinelli, who buries another one. 3-point game. And then Paul floating and connecting.
That was a play right there.
5-point Clipper lead.
How's that guy crying? Don't even realize he got $20 billion?
Bellinelli again.
And 2 more rounds to go.
But that was a travel.
He was
a travel.
LA's new dance instructor, as Steve Smith calls him, was all over the place right here.
Dance. That's a walk.
No call, and he would make both free throws. And then Bellinelli for three, and Diaw touched it before Griffin did. Offensive interference would have, if that ball goes, it would have cut the lead to 1.
I don't think it was going, though.
I don't think it was going either. Unlike the other night when Jordan, that ball was going to go in when Jordan.
You thought that was going in? I didn't think the one with Jordan was going in.
Oh, I thought that was going in. Yeah. You didn't?
No, I didn't. I mean,
the other night,
I could have been wrong, but I didn't.
Well, first of all, you were wrong, Kenny.
You thought it was going in?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No, you didn't. You don't. You just want to say I was wrong. You don't even remember what you're talking about.
Kenny, Chuck, I have a question.
Hold on. Let's look at these numbers, and you can ask him all you want. 102-96. Griffin, big double-double. Chris Paul, after going 0 for 7 in the first half, finishes with 19 and 15. And we will discuss this at length as soon as we hear from Doc Rivers.
First half, was there a turning point for him? And if you could talk about how he completed the game, it
it was awesome. You know, listen, we didn't play that well in the first half. You know, I thought again what Dan said, that stretch where we tied it up. You know, when you go into halftime, you look at Blake is 3 for 8, CP is 0 for 7, and the score's tied. You're thinking, I think I'm going to live with that. You know, as competitive as CP is. He was gonna come out and play for us. I still thought he was fighting himself, honestly, in the first half. I didn't think his shots. I thought his shots were afterthoughts, you know. And in the second half, he was just on the attack. He was more aggressive, and somehow I gotta still get him. It's amazing because he's a great player. But trying to convince him he's a great scorer, especially in this series, has been very difficult.
Doc, you were adamant after the last game that your team would be ready. Was that just coach speak, or?
No, I believed it. I really did. You know, I've been saying it all year. This team is tough. They're mentally tough. You know, we hear all the stuff about them. This team is mentally tough. You know, and you know, but we got to come and do it again. You know, this series, in some way, should go 7. You know, it's just almost like it's right. That's what should happen in this series, and it is.
Doc, what's your early assessment?
I think a lot of folks saw this thing going 7 before it started. I don't think a lot of folks thought that San Antonio would win twice at the Staples and the Clippers would win twice in San Antonio en route to this 3-3 deadlock, but that is the situation as you look at the series recap.
And Ernie, it's been a terrific series. I mean, 3 of the games could have went either way. Actually, counting this one, 4.
I have a question, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Are the Spurs saying the Clippers beat us, or are they saying, hey, none of our big 3 really played well, We had too many turnovers in the first quarter. We deserved to lose this team.
No, I think you got to take our hat off to the Clippers. The Clippers won this game. Shaq, I've said to you this before when we were talking in the green room. Listen, the Clippers have actually given 2 games away. But the Clippers won this game tonight. And you could tell they were in trouble at halftime because DeAndre had played well and J.J. Redick. Blake and CP3 had not played well. And then you saw what happened. They finished the second half off. The Spurs should have realistically, they had 2 minute turnovers, but realistically just going by CP3 and Blake, Chris was 0 for 7 at halftime. Yeah. You would think that the Spurs in a closeout game would have been up 6, 8, 10 points, but it was a dead even game.
And you heard Greg Popovich talk about the fact that well, it's just one of those nights for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, your leading scorer in this series, and goes for 12 on 3 of 15 shooting today.
Yeah, I think the Clippers went and got this game. But, yeah, I would also say that the Spurs contributed, to not playing well. I think that the things that they usually do to win in key moments, they went away from. And that was a little bit uncharacteristic of the Spurs. Their concentration level wasn't the same in key moments, but maybe because there was a guy named Chris Paul giving it to you on the other end and making your concentration drop.
And what the Clippers can look at in this game, too, is, look, our bench didn't give us anything again tonight. They were outscored 48-15, but they found a way to win the game.
Well, but
even though the Clippers have home court advantage and will be playing Game 7 at their place, I still believe it's more pressure on them. And usually when the Spurs play a bad game and Popovich embarrasses them at the press conference, they come back much more focused. So, the Clippers, in order to win that Game 7, are going to have to play well. Bench going to have to play well. They're going to have to do way better than they did tonight.
Agree.
Well, yeah, but also, you talk about the Clippers, Ernie, we expect Blake and CP3 to play well. DeAndre, he got 15 tonight. The big difference tonight was Jamal got 10, but the big difference in the game was J.J. Redick. He had 18, 19 points. Listen, now we don't know what's going on with Baby Davis. It looked like it's going to come down to Blake and CP3 and those guys trying to win this thing on their own. Or Doc got to play Spencer Hawes a little more than 11 seconds. Because they can't I don't think Greg Popovich is too great of a coach to let 2 guys beat him back-to-back games.
And remember
And Kawhi ain't going to go 3 for 15 in Game 7.
No.
The Spurs had blown a chance to take a 3-1 series lead, losing at home, bounced back to win in L.A. They have a chance to win the series tonight. They'll have to bounce back in Game 7 in L.A. on Saturday. And again, that game is on
TNT
as we hit the air at 7:30 on Saturday night. When we come back, the Bulls, for the 3rd time, trying to put away the Bucks. We'll let you know if they were able to withstand the Milwaukee onslaught next. Game 7, Spurs and Clippers. Saturday night, we hit the air at 7:30, half-hour pregame show presented by Auto Trader. And then game number 120, Game 7, number 120 in NBA history. The home team wins 80% of the time, Spurs and Clippers. As for Game 6, Tim Duncan was asked moments ago about Greg Popovich's response to this loss.
Tim Pop was really critical, saying that you guys didn't come out right for a closeout game and, called you guys soft several times. So would you agree with that assessment?
They played better than us. We weren't consistent enough, and they made shots down the stretch, and we were trying to get back into it. So hats off to them in that respect. Got to try to go to LA and win a game.
Tim, what happened on that second foul? It looked like there was some confusion on whether you wanted to foul DeAndre or didn't. Was there any mix-up with Pop? On
yeah, it was a hand signal. It was my fault. I actually was looking the other direction when he said no, and when I looked over, he was calling a play, and I mistook it for what it was. So it wasn't a big deal. It was fine, but just kind of miscommunication on my part.
The drive to the finals.
Thank you, Chris Middleton.
You still in the 300s?
Chris Middleton gave me 6 points tonight.
Oh, God.
He's been playing great all year. Then he went in the tank for Chuck tonight.
It's perhaps a little foreshadowing for what you're about to see.
That's okay. I still got Blake and Chris Paul next round.
Congratulations.
I have Chris Paul. I haven't used him.
You
With
just
the,
used him.
Okay.
Blake, I ain't used Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Can we move? Thanks. With the Cleveland Cavaliers waiting for the series winner, the Bulls and Bucks hit the floor in Milwaukee on Thursday night with Chicago still looking to land the knockout punch. The possibility of a sweep had morphed into the threat of a Game 7 if the Bulls couldn't get it done on the road in Game 6. They got it done on the road in Game 6.
Wait, you yelled at me to go to these highlights?
It's a playoff game. Come on.
No.
Right off the bat, Mike Dunleavy gives Michael Carter Williams a shot in the mouth.
Oh. Okay.
That was an accident.
Mike Tyson Dunleavy.
And in the meantime, it was just nonstop Chicago highlights here, Kenny.
Yeah, Chicago really came to play. They were really focused on this.
It was almost music time.
Yeah, but let's not.
You had me shut up for these highlights?
Yeah, it was almost music time.
And then you have O.J. Mayo wanting to have words.
I think they were just talking who got the nappiest hair.
And that's not the first time we've seen that.
No, my hair nappier.
Now, keep your eye on Dunleavy right here.
This was an accident.
With Antetokounmpo who
was
goes
nothing.
down.
Well,
and Dunleavy's going to come down to shoot a three, but again, it's not a...
See, I didn't know Dunleavy.
Accident or mush?
I had forgot that Dunleavy gave
smacked
the shot.
Michael Carter.
Right. So this was
So first down. That's an obvious flagrant two and an obvious...
I think he was trying to get drafted tonight in football.
Thank you for playing
That was
our
a nice
game.
tackle.
The season ends for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That kid's a hell of a player, America.
Meantime, here's the highlight of
That's
the
how
second
bad
half.
this game was.
After
The
Derek-
announcers get to ride the bike during the game.
After Derrick Rose got done on the bike, Allie LaForce takes over. And 120-66
It wasn't that close.
is the final score. And so that's a 54-point margin, which is the fourth largest in NBA playoff history. Obviously the largest Chicago winning margin in a playoff game. And no double-digit scores for the Bucks. That's the first time in NBA playoff history
For
that
real?
had nobody in double digits.
You're right.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is that the
question.
first time in NBA history every player on the team scored?
No, it's, I don't believe so.
Nope, I was the only one right, not you.
Let's get more on this from the woman who was working out at the end of the game.
Well, it took them 3 games longer than they wanted, but the Chicago Bulls finally got the win they needed to move on to the next round. They'll face LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers without Kevin Love, but the team knows not to take them lightly, even without one of their big 3.
The way they're built, they have great flexibility, whether they had Kevin or not. And what LeBron gives them is a guy who can do everything. He can play 5 positions. LeBron's the type of guy who can make you pay for a lot of things.
You never want to see guys go down. It's an unfortunate situation, and they're still a very good team. So we're gonna be focused, and we're gonna be ready.
The moment you lose track or lose focus or not take them seriously, you get bit. That's a scary team. Just have to be ready. I'm looking forward to seeing what Tibbs going to have lined up for us.
It's not about matchups. It's all about just winning the games. One game at a time. We're playing against a tremendous, great team. They play well together. Offensively, they're great. And they got a lot of experience on that team, so we're going to really have to bring it.
We're just going to enjoy this moment right now. It was a tough series. And we'll get ready for the next series tomorrow. We're hyped.
You could consider the 2 previous losses before tonight's win a blessing in disguise because the team learned a lot about itself. It developed some continuity. And as Joakim Noah said after the game, the team did some soul searching. What was the result of the soul searching? The largest margin of victory to ever close out a series. In Milwaukee, I'm Allie LaForce.
All right, thank you, Allie. The Coors Light cold, hard facts. And so now teams that take a 3-0 lead in a series are now 116-0. This one goes 6 as the Bulls knock off the Milwaukee Bucks. Cleveland, Chicago. Who you got, Jet?
Well, with the injury, with the suspension, I would lean towards Chicago, but I was leaning towards them prior to that, too. I still think they have the best 8 players in basketball on one team. 8-player roster, rather, in basketball. Yeah, they have 4 All-Stars. Charles and I have been talking about this for a while. Between Noah, Gasol, Butler, and Rose, 4 guys who are going to be multiple All-Star players in their careers. The only team left that could probably say that. Very difficult to beat. And with the injury and with that.
If Love were available, where would you go on this?
I still would go the same way, only because I think they've been waiting for this.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, they've been waiting for this.
Be careful what you ask for. I'm about to go with Cleveland, Ernie. I think they're a lot more focused. And, Chuck thinks Chicago's bench is better, but I think Cleveland's battle tested.
I only think that because it's true.
Yeah, in your opinion, not in my opinion.
What if I come over there and slap the hell out of you? That
All right, well, come on.
Fellas, that's never an answer.
I tell you what. If you get up out that seat, you ain't gonna make it to that Pacquiao fight. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be in jail.
Get up.
I'm gonna be in jail for assault and battery.
Yeah, get up then.
Okay. I'm gonna bust you. I'm gonna hit you in the head with Ernie's computer.
All right, come on, Cletus.
Well, Shaq like the Cavaliers. Me and Kid have been saying all year, when healthy, the Chicago Bulls are the best team, maybe in the NBA. They have everything. They're too deep at every position. They have a terrific coach in Coach Thibodeau. The only question we've ever had about the Bulls, can Derrick Rose get healthy and stay healthy? They seem like they're clicking. Like this game tonight, to me, they wanted to send a message. We're getting ready for the Cleveland Cavaliers. If they play at this level, and I've said, and we've said it all along, we think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference and maybe in the NBA, so I'm going with the Bulls.
How about putting the season for the Milwaukee Bucks to bed now, as they had the worst record in the NBA a year ago. They make the playoffs under Jason Kidd this year with a 500 record. And, of course, you almost forget about the fact that Jabari Parker got hurt early in the year.
Oh, let me tell you something. Jason Kidd's done a fantastic job, and I don't even know who the general manager is there, because Jason's only been there 1 year. They got a stockpile.
I know, my guy from Detroit.
John Hammond?
John Hammond.
They have done a fantastic job drafting the last few years. Listen, when Jabari comes back, he's got a bright future. Man, this team is they're only going to get better.
I agree with Chuck. They play with a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, especially in this playoffs. And I think they're going to be a dangerous team in the future.
Hey, before we send them fishing, I do want to. Can I do a shout out before we go fishing?
Yeah. It ain't always about you, Ernie.
It's not. This one's not. This is not about me. Shout out Damian Lillard.
Why?
Because he will graduate from Weber State on Friday.
That's
congratulations.
With a degree in professional sales from the College of Applied Science and Technology, and will be one of 2 student speakers at the Events Center.
That's really cool. I love when kids go back and get their degree.
That's awesome. Very nice going, Damian Lillard. Okay, and now
I got a shout out too later.
Kenny Rogers.
I'll figure it out.
Sure you don't want to shout it out right now?
I'm coming up. I'll figure it out.
Hal, I'm coming up.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see who we got. See who we got fishing here for the
Milwaukee got some great places
fishing
to hang
holes.
out. Yeah. They do. Hey, and they got the best quarterback in the world. Hey, Aaron Rodgers. It's your boy Chuck. It's your boy Chuck saying hello.
Wayne's World.
Is that Ernie?
Hey, is that the Fonz?
I was born in Milwaukee,
in the mean streets, baby.
Mean streets, North 68th Street.
My fishing pole.
Missed it, Hal.
The Fonz. Oh, it's nice. And look at Kenny. You got Brian Anderson on your T-shirt. Very nice. That's excellent. So, good year for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hal and Kenny, watch out.
And
hey, Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something.
Do it, Shaq.
Let's see it, Shaq. Go ahead. Do your line.
Let me tell you something, Ernie.
We are coming back momentarily with another playoff edition of Shaqtin' a Fool. It's one of James Harden's favorite segments.
You a Shaqtin' a Fool fan?
Yeah, of course. I just hope I'm never on there, but I'm definitely.
The starters. Hey, get your daily dose of all things NBA playoffs with Skeets and Taz and Lee and Trey.
I love that.
Check them out on NBA.
I might make my own song out of that.
Lip Sync Wars coming up.
Going
Presented
down.
by Tidal.
I see you, Kenny, with the Flavor Flav clock on.
No doubt.
Yeah, boy.
You know what time it is.
That's the way he normally dressed. That's nothing new.
It's going to be
Chuck
Wednesday
Presley.
night, and it's going to be entertaining. You've been doing some practicing, Shaq?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Getting ready.
Yeah, what kind of practice?
You know, just whatever. Riding in the car, just, you know.
Oh, my
Got
God.
any evidence of that?
No, there shouldn't be any evidence. I just got to get my lips to match up with the words,
that's-
and then I'll be okay.
It would almost be like they were.
There better be some
singing.
big old,
Yeah.
better be some big old words.
Thus the
Them old big old soup coolers you got.
thus the lip sync.
Don't make me show you that 602 number again.
Have you decided what you're doing yet?
I'm
Is it in stone? Here's what you're doing.
No, I'm in a conference with my company trying to figure out which one we should go with.
Okay.
Oh, big time.
Have you decided?
Good, brother.
Are you doing Sinatra? Or are you doing
No, I'm not
Kenny
doing-
Rogers?
I'm not doing. I'm good though.
Are you doing the? What's your favorite?
You and
group?
Leonard
Eagles?
Skinner?
Are you doing the Eagles?
I thought about doing the Eagles.
Yeah, you look like an eagle.
Yeah, I was gonna do the Eagles, but I decided to come out with something that's popular today.
Okay, good. Can't wait.
I
Let
guarantee.
me give you a clue. So cute, so sexy, want to kiss myself.
Oh, we already know. He's doing.
Never heard of that one. I'm going to take it back to the 80s, Ernie.
I'm going back further than that.
70s?
Further than that.
50s?
You skipped a decade.
Oh, 60s.
There you go. Hey, on that note, it's time for everybody's
Boy,
favorite
that
Shaq and
LSU
Fool.
education.
He's Shaqtin' the fool. What? He's Shaqtin' the fool. Chuck. He's Shaqtin' the fool. Everybody at the He counts by 20s.
Number 1, Randy Whitman. He figured out the Raptors, but couldn't figure out his clipboard.
Oh my gosh, Coach, come on, man. Yeah. Seriously.
I like that.
Yeah, I would have got out the huddle.
Which
I'd
way
have
does it go?
just walked out the huddle, man.
Look at Bradley Beal's face, man. Look at Bradley.
Are you serious? Number 2, Jared Sullinger sets a perfect screen.
Oh my!
Way to get him open. Way to get him open. I need help. I need help. No, not LeBron, you fool. I need help. That wasn't LeBron.
That's hilarious.
Number 3, LeBron.
Uh-oh.
He didn't use his head here. In fact, he used Tristan Thompson's.
Oh my God. I told you I need a pick.
Is that backcourt?
That is.
That
backcourt.
is. There you go.
Is that really possession off his head?
Yes. Well, it still was in the front. He didn't even say sorry.
An entertaining series right there.
Number 4, James Harden, the MVP, most valuable pinhead.
What? What did he do? Oh my gosh. Way to get it ready.
That was one of your quicker Shaq and Fool.
Yeah, that was
moments.
Number 5, Amon Shumpton and Anderson Varejao. Things get awkward real quick.
Oh! Hey! I didn't know we were that kind of teammates. We didn't know we were that kind of teammates. He was coming to tell him something.
Come here, Ernie.
No, that's fine. That's all right. Please save me, Chuckster. Oh, jeez.
No, that was my trick in 7th grade. Be like, look over there. She looks, turns back.
Yeah,
This
this was not the same trick.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you see something that you think should be on there,
man, that was fun.
let us know with the hashtag Shaq.
Don't get no ideas.
Jared Sullinger might be the funniest.
Don't get no ideas over there.
When we
I
come back.
I kiss you all the time. That ain't nothing new. Oh my God.
Look at the grass.
Hey, listen, y'all wasn't
Kiss
turning
me.
away. That was no accident.
Just kiss me.
Everything that happens in Vegas stayed in Vegas.
Hey,
Way to put your hand up and reach him, Dick.
Speaking of Vegas, when we
Way
come
to get
back,
on your toes, Dick.
we'll be talking to Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather.
When we come back.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
We're welcoming you
no
back
problem.
here to Inside. You may have heard there's a rather large fight coming up in Vegas on Saturday. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather joining us now on Inside the NBA. Floyd, thanks a lot for spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, do me a favor. Take me someplace that most folks will never get to. That is in the ring, moments before a huge fight like this. Butterflies? Are you calm? What is going on in your mind that moments before a fight begins?
Real relaxed, real calm. You know, try to have patience, and just you know, try to have tunnel vision when I'm on my way to the ring.
Floyd, it's me, Shaq. It's no secret you're a hard worker. You're 47-0. You've never lost a fight. We know you train hard, but did you really train harder for this fight knowing that it's Pacquiao?
I pushed myself extremely hard, but if we got the job done 47 times, working and training a certain way, why switch up? We went back to the drawing board. We chopped trees for this fight. We was doing a lot of swimming and chopping trees. So, hopefully, everything pans out and play out like it's supposed to play out.
Well, Floyd, we know you're a big sports fan and basketball fan as that. And you watch championships and you in the NBA. What are some of the things that you watch and say, well, that's transferable to boxing? When I watch an NBA championship game or I watch a playoff game, I take that and use it in the ring.
Well, when it gets to a certain level, the regular season, it's just like, well, I approach it different. If I'm fighting a guy that they're trying to say he's just a regular guy, I'm still going to train extremely hard and work extremely hard, even if he's a champion or he's just an ordinary opponent. To whereas I think in the NBA, when I look at it, I think Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry, throughout the regular season, they was playing like it was a playoff game. So and they had the same approach in the playoffs.
Floyd, let me ask you this question. Obviously, everybody know you're in phenomenal shape. What do you do 72 hours before the fight as far as cardio? Are you done training? Do you do anything to get a little wind going? I always wondered that because I know clearly you're not going to go out and run 5 miles or spar for 5 or 10 rounds. What do you do 72 hours leading up to Saturday night?
Well, tonight we will have what we call a light shakeout. We'll go in the gym and just work light, probably light 36 minutes because that's 12 rounds. We'll go work the hand pads, the heavy bag, and the bodysuit. Jump a little rope, a little speed bag, then go home and rest and wait for the weigh-in tomorrow. And what I've been doing every day is basically watching playoff basketball and just watching movies, relaxing. Of course, all the hard work is put in. Now it's time to go out there and do what I do best.
Given all the hard work that does go into it and all the game planning for a fight, how long does it take you once the bout has begun to know that, yeah, we are perfectly prepared for this guy, or are you ever surprised?
Well, most opponents come out, every guy game plan is to, apply a lot of pressure, throw a lot of punches. And my thing is just to, take my time and listen to my corner. And every move is a calculated move.
Well, Floyd, you say that you relax, you got tunnel vision, you're watching NBA basketball. So who's going to win it all?
I can't really say.
Who do you like?
When you're in Las Vegas, I like all the teams. I just like to watch basketball. I'm a fan of basketball. So, I love watching basketball. When I'm not training for a fight, I'm traveling around the country watching basketball.
Floyd, we've been waiting for this fight a very long time. In the perfect world, we all know you want to win, but would you want to win by knockout, or would you rather win by decision?
Of course, I would love to win by knockout. I'm going to press the attack early. I'm pretty sure he's coming, at me extremely strong. So we'll just see how everything plays out. I'm in tip-top shape. and I worked extremely hard for this fight.
You know, Floyd, obviously you have supreme confidence, and just obviously it's been all over the place. I can't wait to get there Saturday night. Let me ask you this question. You said you don't watch any tape on Pacquiao. Now, is that the way it's always been for you? You never watch your opponent leading up to a fight?
No, I've never watched my opponent on any films or any tapes, because I feel like when a fighter faces Floyd Mayweather, it's totally different. I think that some have a certain game plan, but once they get inside that square circle, the game plan changes up. So, I mean, they may fight one fighter different, but fight me a total different way. So, I mean, my thing was to never watch tapes. Go out there and do what I do best.
Floyd Mayweather, I know you've done 1 million interviews this week, and we appreciate you including us, and good luck to you on Saturday night.
1,000,001.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. Good luck, man.
You guys keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Don't call it work.
Thanks,
man. So
what do you know?
Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Are you ready to make a call on this?
I'm not making a call on this fight. It's just, Ernie, first of all, I wish this fight had happened 2 or 3 years ago. These are the best of their generation. And I just want to see a great fight. I mean, it's been a long time. This reminds me of Holyfield Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Terry Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. No, but I'm saying I didn't go to those fights, though.
Okay.
Like the build up. So, man, I just hope, you know, it's all anybody's talking. I just hope it's a great, great fight.
Kenny?
Well, I'm not going to be smart enough to say I know when a man who's 47-0 is going to lose a fight. I'm going 48-0. I've never had the pleasure of meeting Manny Pacquiao. He's been a great champion and a great fighter, but a guy's never lost, man.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to pick the fight that he's going to lose.
You know, there's a lot of great boxers, but there's only a handful of elite boxers, and you have to include Floyd Mayweather in that class of being elite, and I don't really see him losing. You know, everybody wants this fight. He's been wanting this fight. I don't really see him not coming in focused, ready to lose this fight.
Here's the definitive word. He will still be unbeaten at the end of the night, but it's going to be a draw, and there will be a Mayweather Pacquiao.
Let me tell you something. When I get to Vegas, and I'm going to put somebody, Ernie, let me tell you something. I'm going to bet on a draw, and if it's not a draw, I'm going to come in here next week and knock your head off.
Well, I don't think your hands are fast enough. Because Ernie been
why
training.
would that be
Because Ernie would do
5
5 miles 72 hours out. I don't think you can handle Ernie.
Listen,
that's a possibility, don't you think? Don't you think, Chuckster? Don't you think draw is a possibility?
Well, I won't see that.
There's money being put down on a draw.
I'm going to bet on a draw because you told me to, and you better be right.
Well, put some down for me, too. We'll be back with more in just a second. We actually have a sponsored Nito stand.
What?
No way.
Yes, it's being sullied.
No way.
Let's hope it's a good one so we can get some free stuff, Kenny.
It's time for
EJ's Nito Saturday Night.
Presented by Shaq.
You're welcome, Ernie.
Hey, I know. See, I told you we were going to have
$1 million in your
pocket. We meant like a real sponsor.
Oh, I'm a real sponsor. I wrote that check, buddy.
Well, we don't get to get anything from you.
Yes, you do. I'm about to give you some right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
So I
What
hear,
the keys at?
You got it. Let's just pay attention.
I hear, Shaq, that you may be having a new game coming out. Is this true?
Yes, I have a new game out. About 4 or 5 years ago, Chuck, because you know Chuck liked to brag about his golf. I beat Chuck in golf. So
I remember that.
Exactly. So I decided to do a game. Watch this, people. It's a real putt. Tell them, Chuck.
It's a real putt.
Real putt.
Oh, that's a great
I sure did. Yes.
Good putt by
Bam. Bam. I was going to jump in the water. I said no, I don't want to mess up my slacks. I'm looking good and I'm feeling good.
Awful. That was
so anyway,
awful feeling.
I got a game out. It's called Caddyshack. You got to go to My Vegas, download My Vegas, and this is the game right here, Caddyshack.
Wait, boy, that don't look like your body.
Yes, it don't look like my body.
What's the game?
It's an app?
Time for a victory game. Yes, it's an app.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's an app called My Vegas. Go out, download it, get Caddyshack.
It's called My Vegas?
Yes, My Vegas. And then guess what?
Caddyshack?
Caddyshack. And I also have My Vegas Shack Jack.
What's Shaq Jack?
It's Blackjack, Shack Jack.
Shack Jack.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically,
and I'm on 13 million boxes of Fruity Pebbles. So everybody that eat Fruity Pebbles, make sure you go to the store and you can see this.
So
Got a box of
basically,
Fruity Bubbles.
Basically, you just put your picture anywhere.
No, he's going to give us a 99-cent app for free.
No, it's
He said
free.
he's giving
It's
it to
free.
us.
It's free. Butt face.
Where do I have to go to get the app?
My Vegas. Go to My Vegas.
My
Download the My Vegas app. Win a few games. It's a slot machine game. Win a few games.
What do we get out of this?
He's giving us a free app.
Okay,
Hours
no,
of fun is what we get out of it.
No, we get free rewards. Like you get to party with me in Vegas. You get to come to my house. You get
No, but what do we get
free
tonight?
hotel cells. Whatever you want. You call it.
Dude, Ernie, you got a bad
got it.
sponsor.
Got it. What?
We want a sponsor. We get actual stuff.
I got you. I got you.
We
It's in
need
your locker
something
room.
in hand.
Yes, I got it.
Bird in the hand is
Got
better
it.
for any man.
I got
Money
it right
on
here
the
in
wood
this
make it
hand.
betting good.
My Vegas. MyVegas.com.
Money out of sight will
Caddyshack.
definitely start a fight.
Caddyshack. Just because I beat you. Thank you, Chuck.
Here's the Charles Barkley golf game.
Oh man, this is real
I'm not
life.
exactly sure where you go to get this.
Very
but it's
1920.
It's also available.
Very, very big computer screenish.
So this segment right on
Chuck
the rails.
don't even know how to send pictures on the text.
Right on the rails.
You're welcome, Ernie.
Thank you so much. It's
Oh, my goodness.
This is tremendous.
I had to sponsor you.
Thanks, Shaq.
Las
Means
Vegas.
the world. That's a wrap
Time
for
for a
Inside the
victory
NBA.
Just to see this dance, that was
Presented by Kia. For Shaq and Kenny and Charles.
And all you guys out there that are injured, man up.
Good
Icy
night.
hot.
Good night from Atlanta. Stop him. Somebody give me a Shaq soda.
You got everything, man.